Hey everybody, welcome back to the two Dum Yinzers. This is episode 91. How you doing, Michael?
I'm dancing, so I am doing great.
It's always a good sign when Mike is dancing.
Yes, it is. People may not want to see it, but
Oh, we definitely don't want to see it.
there you go.
But
And look, I got sunglasses on my forehead.
look at you.
The sad thing is too, I am like stone sober when I do this annoying stuff. Like, I'm not even drunk or high. It's just I'm just a natural mess. I mean, naturally charismatic.
You're something. What'd you think about the show yesterday, man?
I thought it went really, really well. It was fun. It was nice to have interviews again. It was nice to interview Casey again. It's been a while. It was just fun. I had a blast.
Yeah, it went really well, man. Like you said, I agree. I couldn't agree more. It was nice to, finally get some people coming back through again and talking to people. And, and I guess I didn't really, pay too much attention to the numbers, but I guess she did pretty well. So,
yeah,
good. I hope people continue to, continue to listen to the show, watch the show, whatnot, and get her information and check her out. She's doing great things. So, hopefully people keep supporting her.
Yeah, they better. Or I'm gonna find them.
Yes, and burn down your house.
I wasn't gonna go that far. I was just gonna go,
Yeah.
Like what my kid does now. He goes, grr, I'm mad. So that's what I'm gonna do to everyone from now on.
Yes.
Like, grr, I'm mad you're not following our friends. Yes.
Yeah. Fire whistles were going off all night. I don't know what the hell's going on up here, but
Your town's burning down. It sounds like the heat.
man, it was like, I heard them about 2:00 in the morning, and then I just rolled over and went back to sleep. And about 4:00 when I woke back up, there were still fire whistles.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell happened.
But your neighbors could be burning down. You're just sitting there sleeping.
Yes. Even past this conversation, when I'm making it known to the world, I probably still ain't gonna even pay attention.
Yeah. You would just go turn up the air conditioning. Like, man, it got really hot in the neighborhood.
I will. A lot of things going on here, Mike. I guess we can start with the Pirates.
Oh,
Another win, 7-1.
Wow.
I'm telling you what, now I don't want to sound like one of these yinzers that we were just making fun of on Monday.
God.
But I'm looking at their lineup, in between Cruz, Odell Cruz, Bly, Reynolds, and Sawinski.
Mm-hmm.
That's a decent little a decent little nucleus, man. Here's the thing. I mean, it's not going to happen. I mean, these guys are all future New York Yankees. So before anything that I'm going to talk about even comes close to formulating, these guys will be playing in the Bronx. But start with that. You take those four players. This O'Neal Cruz seems to be the real deal. He said, I forget what the quote was, but he said something along the lines of, "Get ready to see a lot of long balls and hard hits."
Yeah.
I mean, this kid's good. He knows he's good. I like him. Bly's really good. Last night, he had 1 hit, 1 run, 1 RBI, and O'Neal Cruz had 1 hit, 1 RBI. And then also Jack Sawinski, he leads the league in rookie home runs. So, again, I don't want to be that guy. However, you start building your team around those four as a normal baseball team, not the Pirates. I mean, they're going to fuck everything up, but you start building your team around those four guys and start, building out and adding players. And, I think the trade deadline is here in July. We're sitting at 10 games under, but you know what? There might be a little bit of motivation to maybe tap in somewhere on a trade deadline and see what they could do. Because here's the thing. You're sitting 10 games out of first place, which seems fucking, crazy, but you're only 2/3 of the way through the season. I mean, we could do what we always do and throw in the towel most of the time, or let's take a stab. And it all depends on, the greediness of the owners and things like that, and whether they want to spend any money. But hope, maybe, just maybe, they're looking and seeing what's going on now and saying, hey, we're a piece or two. And I'm not, and don't get me wrong, playoffs, I think is just still out of the question. But to prove that they're, a Major League Baseball team.
Like you said, that's what a normal baseball team would do. Normal's the key. The Pirates are not a normal baseball team. It's a money-making scheme for Bob Nutting, and that's all it is. And it's nice to see, like that, those four young guys actually playing the way that, we were promised they would play. Hopefully they can keep it up more than just 2 games, 3 games. Let's see how they are in a month. But unfortunately, they're not going to add to the team. They're not going to add payroll. They're not going to go out and make a trade for anyone. If they do, it's going to be like they normally do, some player who has like a 4.2 ERA. We're bringing him in to solidify the rotation. Exactly. What are you pitching against? You pitching against Little League World Series teams here. It's the Pirates. I'll believe it when I see it. They had a chance to spend big in 2015 after they won 98 games. They did not. It's the same owner. Exactly. So the track record's there of not doing anything, or they do it and it's a year late.
Yeah, right.
So
I tell you what, this O'Neill Cruz, I don't get excited about watching baseball players. The guys that I like. I like Mike Trout. I like freaks. This guy might be a freak, man. And like I said, if you want to enjoy him a little bit, do it, because he'll probably be playing shortstop in the Bronx next year. But
yeah,
I just I'm excited. I'm excited when I watch this kid. He's good. He's confident. He comes to the plate, and any time he comes to the plate, there's a chance something good can happen. And like you said, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. It is early. They only play 2 games. I mean, we can't pull these tickets out of the garbage can just yet. But as a Pirate fan, it is a little bit of a treat to have a guy like this. And he's been fun so far. And a lot of times you get these guys that are in the minors that we sit there and gripe and complain when they come up. They usually do come up and tear the cover off the ball. So hopefully we have that with these guys, for some period of time, and maybe we'll enjoy that, because like you said, I mean, we're not winning any World Series anytime soon.
But you check out Pirate Twitter, all the Pirate fanboys are acting like this little win streak they have is like the greatest thing ever.
Right.
Yeah. It's just comical.
So game three of the 4-game set against the Cubbies tonight, 7:05. Check it out if you want to see these guys. Also, Mike, do with the Pirates, they have the Yankees on the schedule here. I don't know exactly how far down the line, but it maybe like I just glanced at maybe a week or 2 away. That's always an exciting game. I may even drag myself out to the city to go. I always wanted to see the Yankees just because they're the Yankees, and it looks like it's one of them 2-2 deals where they play 2 here, and like a week later
and the 2 up in the Bronx.
But I would like to see that. I don't know. Just like I said, it's just always something, a sports fan, I thought it'd be cool to see the Yankees.
Does she play for the Yankees? Name that movie.
Who?
Does she play for the Yankees? Come on, Tommy Boy. Come on.
Oh, I must have missed that one.
Yeah. July 5th and 6th is when the Yankees come to town.
Oh, you know what? July 5th is our 100th show.
See, there you can go to the game to celebrate.
I'll interview people.
There you go. Take the dummy with you. Hey, you can take the dummy with you. Interview people.
Yeah. Have you heard, you love the Two Dum Yinzers show, things like that?
Yeah. Yeah, where my co-host shits on every Pittsburgh athlete. That's not named like Crosby or Malkin or Letang or Lemieux or Ben.
NHL game 4 tonight, 8:00 in Tampa Bay. Colorado got the 2-1 lead in that series again, like we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah,
it's Very, very pivotal game for both teams, especially for Tampa Bay. You need to win this one. You don't want to go back to Colorado being down 3-1.
Mm-hmm. Because I have a feeling if Colorado wins, the series is just a matter of time before it's over. That their Colorado's going to win. But if Tampa wins, it's a crapshoot at that point. It's a you just because they got blown out and then they respawn by blowing them out. So that's what winners do. And
right.
I hate to keep beating a dead horse, but they've been here. This is the third time in a row they've been here. They've been here, done that. They've had these battles before. They have that experience. As far as Colorado's gone in a long time.
Yeah.
So if they squander this opportunity to pick one up on the road, what's that going to do to their psyche?
Right.
Just because this is a whole new atmosphere for a lot of these guys being in the Cup final. So Absolutely. The pressure has to it has to seep in at some point that this is the Cup finals. We have back-to-back champs on the ropes. They come out, they blow us out at home, they embarrass us. So if that happens 2 games in a row, or I'm sorry, they lost on the road, but they get embarrassed. You gotta. It happens again. It's gonna seep in, but they have to lock it up. And if I think they have to win tonight to win the series.
This game is the biggest one, no doubt about it. And I know it ultimately comes to the next game always being the biggest one that you're about to play. But when it's all said and done, and like you said, you look at it, situationally, this is the biggest game of the series, hands down.
Yeah, because one team's right back in it, or the other team has their foot on the throat, ready for the kill. So you'd rather be that team who has their foot on the throat instead of being pushed back against and now on the defensive after blowing a 2-0 lead.
Right. The awards handed out yesterday. Austin Matthews wins the Hart Trophy.
Yeah, that makes sense. It really does. He had a damn good season. It could have been a toss up between him and McDavid. They're the new Crosby Malkin or Crosby Ovechkin. Excuse me.
I like it. I'm okay with it. I think that I'm fine with that. Mortiz Sider from Detroit. He wins the Calder Trophy. Help me out with this. Makar, Makar.
Cale Makar.
Cale Makar from Colorado.
Yes, he's a beast.
He wins the Norris Trophy. Igor wins the Vezina.
Vesna.
And other one, the Ted Lindsay also goes to Austin Matthews. So there you have it. The awards are passed out this year.
Yeah. For Penguins fans, for Letang haters, he finished 7th in the balloting. Just to let you know, the 7th. Yeah. So the hockey writers who actually follow the sport and know it better than you, yes, they have spoken that Letang is the 7th best defenseman in the NHL.
Is that good? 7?
Yeah, that's good.
Didn't he used to be like one of the top couple?
Well, he'd finish in I think the highest he finished maybe was 3rd or 4th, but yeah, he's always in there. You're inside the top 10 in your position. You're damn good.
Okay, it seemed like 7 was kind of getting a little high, but football. We have signed for a 1-year deal. Larry, help me with this name. Ogunjobi.
Yeah, I think you got it right.
Defensive tackle. He played in the league for 5 years for the Browns. Won last season with the Bengals. He had 28.5 sacks in that period of time. We signed him for a 1-year deal. Hopefully that could help bolster the middle a little bit there. In the trenches.
Yeah, because if he plays nose, you can swing Alualu out to the edge, or if he's going to play edge, he can start alongside Alualu and Cam. And then you have either way, that just adds depth to that line. I think it's going to not be as good if you had to it, but it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's the way, Cam's going to play the way way he does, he'll get blown up against the Lions and the Bengals, good against everyone else. Montravius Adams in the middle played
Lucky
solid.
for us, we don't play the Lions this year.
Yeah, I know, so we're good there. We only have 2 games to watch against the Bengals and watch him get blocked 40 yards downfield. But then you're gonna have
well, the Bengals are getting good again, so we can't even use that team. You know?
Yeah. Well, I'm just But I think the line's it's shaping up a whole hell of a lot better than it was last year.
Yeah, they're making an attempt. I like that. And you know what? To be honest, we still have quite a bit of money left, so
yeah,
more could still be to come.
Yeah, there's still going to be cuts during training camp. There's always that surprise veteran that gets cut.
I think they said that this Gunjobi he'll be the 90th guy on the roster. So I mean, there's going to be a lot of guys going to be around. You know,
you have to trim it down to 53 by the time season starts, and then practice squad.
More NFL news. Robert Gronkowski retires again. We'll see if this time he stays out of the game, but Gronk is gone.
Yeah, Gronk is gone. He's one of those players like you hated him, but you wished he was on your team.
He's a freak player. That's what
dude was a beast.
That's what I talk about when I like these freaks. I like to watch guys like him.
Yeah, he was fun to watch. Like in his prime, you couldn't stop him.
No,
because a linebacker couldn't cover him. If a safety can cover him, usually that safety wasn't big enough to stop him.
Right. How many times do you recall seeing Gronk dragging guys down the field on his back, on his legs? It was like something you see in cartoons.
Yeah. Like I felt bad. Like you remember that year, like Sean Davis had to cover him one-on-one. He one-on-one covers the whole game. Guys stuck to him like glue, and Gronk was still making catches just because he was that much bigger.
Yeah.
It was
I'm never going to be too proud to say that I'm a Gronk fan. I am a Gronk fan. I hated him playing against him in New England. But as life goes on and I begin, and I continue to tell my kids, grandkids, blah, 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 sports stories, Rob Gronkowski is always going to be one of my favorite.
Mine too. And he was just like that lovable guy. You couldn't hate him.
You're right. Like even when he did dumb shit, it was because he was dumb. It wasn't because he was an asshole.
Yeah.
He was just, a big dummy.
Yeah, he's like never mean-spirited or anything, just a goofy guy having fun.
Yes. Remember how we were talking about Cam Hayward talking last week about him and Aaron Donald, and then there's everybody else?
Yeah.
What about Claypool now putting himself in the top 3 receivers in the league? Is this the all delusion team, or what?
Yes.
They're making their own news stories up.
Yeah, there's a fine line between confidence and being delusional.
Yes.
And I think Chase kind of stumbled into the delusional. There's one thing of having confidence in your ability, wanting to hype yourself up, but you also have to kind of be realistic. If you said, I feel like I'm a top 10 receiver. Okay. Argument can be made for your ability and the talent that you have. You should be a top 10 receiver.
Absolutely.
He should be a top 10.
Absolutely.
But pump yourself up. That's fine. But if you actually believe that, the track record's not there.
I just thought it was funny. Like I said,
it made me laugh too.
On Cam Hayward and Aaron Donald last week, and if this doesn't follow suit into that kind of ridiculousness.
Yeah.
I'm a Steeler fan. I've always been. I would love to put them 2 guys in those 2 categories, but they're just not. They're not.
No. And not everyone can be the best.
Right.
It's not a slight to say no, they're not at that level. They're still
here's the thing.
Like Cam Hayward's still really effing good.
You actually have to perform better than everybody else to actually be put in that level. And when was the last time you can recall Chase Claypool fitting that category? Not since he's been here. He had that real hot. He came out of the gate hot. He got how many touchdowns he got in his rookie season. Then he got cold, and they shut him down. And then I think it was just there's nothing that he's done to even come close. Yeah. Up here, he may feel that he's one of the best 3. But you got to do it on the field, and he hasn't done it.
Yeah, and that's where it matters. And then he'll sit. You're still the guy that spiked the ball during a 2-minute drill that cost your team a win. You're that guy. he fits that mold of Juju and James Conner of fumbling away games. He's just that guy.
Yeah.
He is what he is. Hopefully he has all the talent there. Hopefully he can pull it all together.
I'm just hoping that it wasn't, he came in, he kind of caught everybody off guard, and now he's going to have a hard time finding that niche to get back into, able to do those amazing things that he did in the first, 8 games of his rookie year. I mean, he looked like he was going to be on his way to being a candidate for one of the top 3 spots, but like I said, after that point, it wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, he just, I don't know what it is from year 1 to year 2. He just completely different player.
Absolutely. I think he also came out and said that he's predicting the Steelers are going to have 11 wins.
Talk about delusion. Hey, you can't sell your team short, so I give him that. You can't, yeah. So I give him that. You don't want to sell your team short and say, hey, we're a 7-win team.
Right.
You want to pump your team up, pump yourself up, but him saying himself top 3 is ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's saying the Steelers get 11 wins this year. Are we doing that?
God, no. They're not going to win 11 games.
You don't see 11 happening?
8, 7, maybe 10 if they're lucky.
Okay. Hold on. We got a caller. Hold on, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, you're on the air. Who is this?
Hey, Mike. This is Rob. Hey, Mike.
Hey.
How's the hair?
Oh, the hair's great. So it's,
He says the hair's great. What's up, man?
Hey, we're all talking about sports and all, and I got to go on the side, though. I will say this, though. The Pirates, probably the highest paid Little League baseball team in Major League Baseball. So I think nothing could go take a nut and go get lost somewhere. But either way, go Avalanche.
Yes. Yes.
But seriously, hey, that's Casey, boy, I tell you, she's pretty cute there.
Casey, yes.
But I can't figure out how to get her into her content though. So I'm not the most I ain't the most computer savvy. Give me my phone, give me Pornhub, but I some of the other stuff I just can't figure out.
Okay, Mike. Rob, what you're gonna want to do, bud, is go to TikTok, go to your, go to, find TikTok, and then once you go in there and you have your search bar, go to the search bar just like anywhere else.
Right.
And then once you are there, type in the @ symbol, XOKAAA 5 A's.
Oh, for Christ's sake, start all over.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, ready to go.
And
I was right and I got lost. All your X's and O's, hugs and kisses. So go ahead.
All right. So these are gonna be all small letters as well. All right.
Yep.
All right. So at XOK 5 A's S and E. So everybody that's listening that may be having this issue, you're gonna want to go to TikTok. And when you go to TikTok, go in your search bar at XOK 5 A's SE. And that is where you'll find Casey, and she has loads of content on there. You can get on, check her out. You able to?
So she's like just A. So it's like Alcoholics Anonymous, AAA, American Auto Club.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You sound way too familiar with that site, man. I don't know.
Well, hey, well, I'm not. I'm going to plead the fifth. I don't want to disclose any of my vices too much on the feed here. You never know who the hell's watching you or what the hell they're always watching you on on the phone. So
you're right. You just don't
can't
want to
do anything without those algorithms.
absolutely. You just don't want to, the information falling in the wrong hands these days.
You know how it is in this. You know how it is in this town.
Absolutely, Rob. We of course you are a regular caller. Are you located near us? We're here in northwest of Pittsburgh. We're Beaver County.
Yeah, we're here in Beaver County too.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Hey, welcome, Rob. What town are you from, bud?
Little town called Rochester. Not Rochester, New York, but Rochester, Pennsylvania.
Of course, we know that. Well, hey, my man, we thank you for the call. I hope you enjoy the Casey videos. Go check them out.
Oh yeah, believe me, I'm gonna go watch it right now, boy. I just can't wait to start.
Hey,
I'm by myself here. Leave me alone.
Thank you so much for the call, Rob.
All right. Bye.
Bye. There you have it, Mike. Another success story from the show yesterday. Another fan of Casey.
Yes. You want to go to grandma's? Oh, my producer is screaming in my ear. He thinks he's running the show right now. Buddy.
Mike, I have
they said.
I have a little surprise for you today.
Okay.
We're gonna do something a little different.
All right.
We always do our satirical news in this portion of the show.
Yes.
Now, with all this talk about fake news the past couple of years, fake news is becoming this big thing. And, and we cover crazy news. Mm-hmm. So what I want to do, I put together a little package here for us, Mike, where I have a list of questions, and what they are is their headlines. And you have to tell me, are these headlines fake news or are they real headlines?
All right.
You think you can handle that?
I can handle that.
I won't put your head on the platter today. We'll save that for the sports, the sports trivia. So this will just be for fun.
You want to help Dad? You want to help Dad? I got a little helper.
All right.
You got to help Dad.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to read. I got a handful of questions.
Okay.
I'm going to read the headline, and what you're going to do, you're going to say you think it's real news or fake news.
All right. I think we can handle that.
You got
that, buddy? Hi. Say hi.
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 Bye.
Bye.
All right. We are ready.
All right. So number one, again, we're looking to decide. You're going to choose whether you think it's going to be a real news headline or a fake news line.
All right. We got this.
All right. Number one, President Trump mocked Prime Minister Trudeau for celebrating Thanksgiving 6 weeks early. President Trump mocks Prime Minister Trudeau for celebrating Thanksgiving 6 weeks early. Was this a real headline or is this a fake headline? Is this fake news?
I think that's got to be a satirical headline. That's got to be a fake headline.
You're going to go with fake?
I'm going to go with fake.
That is correct. Mr. Trump did not do that. However, I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Me too. That was a trick one.
That was tricky. That was tricky. Are you ready for number two?
Oh, we ready for number two. Ready to go number two in your pants? Go.
It must be good luck because if it was just you, you'd have already missed 3 of the first one.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Ow.
The Washington Redskins. The Washington Redskins were stranded in their locker rooms overnight by a Philadelphia police angry that the players took a knee during a game against the Eagles on October 23rd last season.
That one I'm going to go with false. That's fake.
False?
False.
Again, the Redskins players being held in their locker room overnight because the police were angry that they did not, or that they knelt for the national anthem. And the answer
false.
is false. Again, another false headline.
See, look how I'm immune to fake news. Immune.
All right. Number 3. I'm gonna have to find a different list.
Well, it's still early in the competition here.
You getting answers right is bad for the show.
It is bad for the show.
All right. Number 3. Here we go. Pipe bomb handed back to passenger by airport guard. A pipe bomb was handed back to a passenger by an airport guard. And we're looking to figure out if this story, this headline, is real news or fake news.
Is this real or fake, buddy? Give me a hint. What do you got? Knowing that like airport security, like what gets through airport security, wouldn't surprise me if that happened.
So you're saying that a pipe bomb being handed back to a passenger by airport security guard is a real news
I'm
headline.
saying it's possible because you see stuff that gets through airport security. Screw it.
Lately. And did you notice like last week, maybe the week before, there was 2 different people that showed up at Pittsburgh International Airport with loaded handguns?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Here's the thing: what fucking rock have you been under your whole life to even think that this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you have some kind of crazy shit that you're gonna do, this can't be just an accident.
No, it's not. It's deliberate. And people do it too just to see what they can sneak through. So I'm gonna get. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna say yes, but it's probably false. But right in the face. I'm gonna go with yes. Don't hit buttons.
So you're gonna go with the real. It's a real news headline.
Yeah, it's a real news headline.
And it is. It is a
No
real
shit.
news headline.
I was just doing it for the show.
An 18-year-old tried to board an airline in Edmonton at the Edmonton International Airport with a pipe bomb in his bag. After removing the device, guards let the man on board.
You know what? What's a Canadian doing with the pipe bomb?
You're right.
These are like the politest people you've ever met.
Well, the Oilers did get knocked out of the playoffs.
Oh, that is true. That would, and then watching Connor McDavid, hit on hot women that aren't his girlfriend, that'd make me a little irate too. You can't win the cup. You cheat on your girl.
Give Canadians a reason to do something irrational. It would be hockey related.
Yes, it would be. You know what? So I'm going to let it pass. I'm going to let that guy pass. He can have his pipe bomb.
All right. So hey, you're 3 for 3, Mike.
I am 3 for 3.
Your headline knowledge is
it's borderline scary.
It's almost borderline savant.
Me and Rain Man, baby. Me and Rain Man.
Number 4, you ready?
Oh yeah.
Man walks into a haunted house with a chainsaw, murders 7 people. Man walks into a haunted house with a chainsaw and murders 7 people. Is this headline real news or fake news?
See, that's something you would see like on The Onion, one of their headlines. But that's also something people are fucked up.
Yeah,
we're fucked up. But I'm gonna go with fake.
You're gonna go with fake on that one?
Yeah, I'm hoping. God, please be fake.
You're correct. It is fake. This news story originated in 2014 and recirculates in Halloween time every year.
Oh yeah. I love those kind of stories because they're so easily disproven. But people want to believe it's real, so it just keeps coming up, and it's you can see it happening.
Absolutely, just like with the clowns when the clown,
people just
came out and everyone was doing all that crazy clown shit. It doesn't, and the thing is, like I say, we go on with the stories that we cover, and you see that people are absolutely out of their mind. So it wouldn't, I wouldn't put it by them. That was a good one.
I missed the clowns though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I like the clowns thing too.
That was a good story. Every day you'd find something like a new news story come up, like, oh god, this clown hidden in the woods, you barely see it. It was because of 8-car pile up. Love it.
And they were just always on the side of the road. I remember the one where the guy was actually standing there holding a red balloon just on the side of the road watching cars go by.
Some good shit. That's fun shit.
It's so psychotically genius. You know what I mean?
It is too.
Number 5, Mike. Police believe Venezuela zoo animals stolen for food amid food crisis. So I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, the headline reads: Police believe Venezuela zoo animals stolen for food amid food crisis. Does that sound like it's true or false? Real headline or fake headline?
Oh man, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go fake.
Go with fake.
Yeah.
That one was actually correct. That one was
wow.
a real headline.
Wow.
Let me read the side note here. This is the real deal. It was reported by Reuters in 2017 when two animals went missing from the Zulia Metropolitan Zoological. They're really killing me, man. They put about 4 words together. Zulia Metropolitan Zoological Park. Zulia Metropolitan Zoological Park. Police said they suspected the animals were stolen to be used as food, as many in the country were starving.
Oh, I think just you trying to read Spanish is the best part of the show. That might be a new segment. Rye has to read foreign languages, see how close he can get to the pronunciation.
Segue into the next question. Fuck off. All right. Number six. So you are 4-1 right now. You have 4 correct, 1 incorrect. And here's the next one. Police appeal for information about chicken crossing the road. Is this a real news headline or a fake news headline? Police appeal for information about chicken crossing the road.
See, I want this to be real because I want there to be a situation where a chicken crossed the road that caused an accident and the police need to know why the chicken crossed the road. It's fucking
right.
Perfect.
But
well, I can see cops doing it, try for like the Goodwill funny article.
Right.
I'm gonna go with fake.
Fake news on the chicken story.
Yeah.
The chicken story was in fact real news.
See, like I said, I could.
Let me read the sidebar. This is real news reported by BBC in 2016. Police were called when drivers in Britishtown spotted a lone chicken wandering the street and grew concerned. Officers caught the hen, then reached out to the community to find its owner.
Oh, they should have just cut its head off and made some dinner.
So you are sitting at 4 correct, 2 incorrect. Yeah, you did. You kind of wanted something better to come of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we're just looking for the owner.
The road. Give us something.
Give me something good.
Yeah,
I was very disappointed.
I was too. The chicken story was a letdown.
It was a bust.
Truck carrying dough overflows after heat makes it rise. So all this dough is pouring out of this truck. Is that a real news headline or is that a fake news headline?
Once again, these are getting harder. I'm gonna go with fake.
And you would be incorrect.
This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit.
Headline. Real as can be, the dump truck that happened to be carrying bread dough at Washington intersection got a little too hot, causing the dough to rise and overflow from the truck.
That's it. Excuse me. That is.
I got a kind of a short story, Mike. I used to work in a bakery, and in the summertime it was hilarious because you have all this dough that you have an amount of dough that's left over.
Yeah.
And you pitch it because ultimately you can only reuse it so many times. And when we would take it out in a bunch of dough in a box and just toss it out in a dumpster. And if it was a summer night, you'd go to leave work at the end of the night and there was just dough pouring out of the dumpster. It was like something you never seen before, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that was incorrect. You said fake, but it was that was a real news headline. 4-3. You're 4-3. Going on to question 8. You ready?
Ready.
FEMA says Texans will need to be vaccinated before they can receive aid from Hurricane Harvey. Obviously, this question is a little bit older. Nonetheless, is it a real news headline or is it a fake news headline?
Fake.
You're saying that it's fake news that Texans have to be vaccinated before they can receive aid for the hurricane.
Fake.
And that is true. That's correct. Fake news. Let's see. This fake news story spread on social media after Hurricane Harvey hit Texas. The story so spooked people that FEMA eventually issued a statement denying the claim.
It's it's Texas. They're already talking about seceding again.
All these things that we heard in our life. This might happen one day. If things get so bad, it's going to be like this. And we were just like, yeah. Well, you didn't have to do it all at the same time. Did you notice?
Right? You spread this shit out.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be any surprise to me if Texas does up and just leave the union. You're 5-3, Mike. You're 5-3. You're doing really well.
Yes.
Are you ready for number 9?
I'm ready.
Arkansas woman used government funds to buy her dog a tuxedo. Is this a real news headline or is this a fake news headline?
Ooh, let's go with the real.
All right. So an Arkansas woman uses government funds to buy her dog a tuxedo. You said it is real. And you would be correct. You are correct. It's true. The canine colt tour was purchased by the assistant to an Arkansas judge. She used the office credit card paid for by the government to pay for her dog's tuxedo and other personal expenses before she was caught.
I love it. I love it. How stupid can you be?
Yeah. This is a judge who's judging people's lives.
Well, that goes to show you,
Yeah.
Everyone's a hypocrite.
Yeah. So what is that? That's 6-3? You're sitting at
6-3. 6-3.
All right. Number 10. United States Treasury announces plans to produce a new $20 bill featuring Confederate General Robert E. Lee.
Fake news.
Fake news. That has fake news written all over.
Oh, yeah.
And if it wasn't fake news, we would have heard about it a lot by now.
Uh-huh.
Correct? So you say fake.
I say fake.
Fake news is the correct answer. This false story popped up on a site called Real News Right Now. Although the site includes information that would alert readers to the fact that it's satire, many people fell for the story about General Lee appearing on a $20 bill.
Like, if that was real, how many people would dress up as General Sherman and be protesting everywhere?
It's crazy because things like that, you just think this is so crazy. It couldn't be.
But you never know. There's some jackass that would submit a bill with that. Yeah.
So that puts us at 7-3, Mike. 7-3, and I'm not going to stop there. We're gonna do a few more. I'm gonna do as many as the list gives me. Okay.
Oh God. Oh God.
Well, no, it's not that much longer.
No, I'm just I have a winning record right now. I'm afraid to lose it.
You do have a winning record. You're sitting at 7-3, and here's number 11. Immigrants arrested for starting California wildfires. Immigrants arrested for starting California wildfires. Is this a real news headline or is this a fake news headline?
I'm gonna go with real. And if they did a gender reveal party too, that's instead. I can see them doing that. That's how everyone starts recently, is gender reveal parties.
All right. So your headline,
I'm going with true. Yeah.
Is real news. Immigrants arrested for starting California wildfires. You said real. That is incorrect. Incorrect, Mike. It says this fabrication was based on a real arrest. However, the man arrested was not in any way connected to the California fires. When a satirical site picked up the story, they admitted that fact. So it was not true, Mike. That one was fake news. So that's going to put you at 7-4, which you're still in the driver's seat, man.
Well, we'll see for how long. This is not looking good.
Much to my surprise, you're still in the driver's seat. Now, all right, I'm going to read the question,
All right.
and you'll understand what I'm questioning after I read the question.
All right.
Charmin, the toilet paper company, tries to get Mad Pooper to turn herself in. Now, by this Mad Pooper, it's in parentheses, assuming we know what they're talking about. Do you recall anything about the Mad Pooper?
Yeah, there was like someone who was like pooping all through like this one neighborhood.
You know what? That is the most amazing fucking thing. That's the best thing, the best headline I heard all day then.
Yeah, I'm surprised you weren't the Mad Pooper.
I would like to be the Mad Pooper.
You know what? I'm gonna go with.
If I would ever put behind what we're doing now, I think
you're gonna go be the Mad Pooper.
My next venture would be being something like the Mad Pooper.
Hey, we all need to have a goal. But I'm gonna go with True. I could see Charmin. Charmin seems like a cool company, like they would do something like that.
Okay, so Charmin tries to get Mad Pooper to turn herself in.
Yeah.
And you said that's a real news headline?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with real.
That is correct. They did. This one's the real deal. After a woman in Colorado began defecating on a family's front lawn each week, Charmin offered to give the woman a year's supply of toilet paper if she turned herself in. I really like that.
I wish I
would have known this before the show, because I would have did the whole segment about this.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of material there to unpack.
So where are we at, Mike? 8-4, 7-5.
8-4.
8-4.
Because I'm awesome.
5 more. There's 5 more. And you're at 8-4.
Oh,
so you still have a chance. You still have a chance.
I still have a chance to choke this away.
Yeah.
I gotta get one of these right.
All right. Texas mosques refuse to help Hurricane Harvey survivors. Texas
news.
Mosques refuse to help Hurricane Harvey survivors. Is this a real headline or a fake headline?
I'm gonna go with fake.
You go with fake. You don't think that the mosque refused to help survivors?
Yes.
And you would be correct. This fake news story comes from a satirical site, America's Last Line of Defense. The story they published, though, was entirely fabricated, including the name of the mosque and the men quoted in the story. So it was just all made up.
Yep. That was Joel Olstein who refused to help.
Joel in his mansion
with the money buried in the walls. Yeah.
So you are 9-4. 9-4. Well on your way to having a victorious day.
Yep.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Judge orders Hawaiian man to write 144 compliments about his ex-girlfriend. A judge orders a Hawaiian man to write 144 compliments about his ex-girlfriend.
I'm going to go true, because there are a lot of judges that do stuff like this.
Do you think that's a real headline?
That's a real headline.
That was in the news.
That was in the news.
And you would be correct. That was real. This one, in fact, after a man broke an order of protection by contacting his girlfriend 144 times in less than 3 hours, the judge ordered the man to write 144 nice things about the woman to make up for all of the nasty mess. I like that. I like judges like that.
Yeah, make him write that shit. Maybe lock that guy up for a little bit, man. How many times in that short amount of time you're harassing that lady? Yeah.
Or give him like 144 days in jail. I like things that are kind of like that kind of go by the figure.
Yeah.
Maybe throw him in jail for 144 days. That'll make
and each one he has to come up with a new compliment each day.
Yeah, and that way next time he's going to do something crazy, which I would like to see something like that.
Yeah.
So you were, Mike, you're 10-4. You're 10-4. 14 questions in. You have 3 left, so you're going to finish the day on top. I know. Me and everybody else didn't think it was possible either, but here we are. All right. Number 15. Indonesia deploys soldiers to protect against marauding monkeys. Indonesia deploys soldiers to protect against marauding monkeys. Is this a real news headline or is this a fake news headline?
I'm gonna go true, just because I've seen footage of like monkeys terrorizing places. Like they just go in, take the shit, and then they bounce. So I can see this. Yeah.
You know, I seen something not too long ago where this guy, I don't know where it was a foreign country, but this guy was riding down the street, this dirt road on his bicycle, and this monkey just comes out of nowhere and kicks this guy, kicks him off the bike, and then runs, and then he takes off and starts to run. Dude, it was so fucking hilarious, man.
Hey man, why are you late? A monkey fucking got beat up by a monkey.
Yeah. Imagine pulling that one with your boss.
Right?
And if you would have seen it, man, and like I said, he just comes up and he kind of drop kicks the guy, and he's gone. You can't help but laugh. So 11-4 with 2 questions left. All right. New York City Muslim terrorists donated thousands of dollars to the Obama campaign. New York City Muslim terrorists donated thousands to the Obama campaign. Is this a real news headline or is this a fake news headline?
This could go either way.
This one's true.
Because, for shits and giggles, let's just say true.
You want to say true? You want to say that is real news? You want to say that New York City Muslim
let's just for shits and giggles to get everyone pissed off at me. We'll say it's true.
1,000 to Obama's campaigns is false, of course. Fake news published after the 2017 New York City terror attack. The story plays off of the fears some conservatives have that President Barack Obama is himself a Muslim extremist with ties to groups like the Islamic State.
So I just figured it could be like, you know, someone donated to the campaign, then they turned out that they were, you know, an actual terrorist.
Right. No,
shit like that happened. I was like, okay, that could have been it. And then it was like this headline was written to make it sound like a big expose. That was my line of thinking. So I was like, okay, just like someone with ties donated and then they got found out. But and I also could have
New York City, you just don't know.
I was leaning towards the other way, but this one sounded like, oh, that could be a really good sensational headline to make something up out of something minor. Yeah.
And the thing is, you know, I mean, New York City being the second largest city in the world, you just never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So many people coming in and out of there. Yeah.
The headline. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mike, that puts you what? 11 and 5.
Yep.
We got one left. We got one more question left. You got to decide if this is real news or fake news.
All right.
Fox News quietly files injunction against Facebook fake news ban. Fox News quietly files injunction against Facebook fake news ban. We're looking to see if this is a real news headline or if this is a fake news headline. And you are at 11 and 5, man. So you're already on top of the game.
It's another one that can go either way. I'm gonna go with true.
You're gonna go with true
because it's so absurd that it has to be real.
All right. So Fox News quietly files injunction against Facebook fake news ban. You say true. That is incorrect. The Burrard Street Journals is responsible for this fake news story. The story was likely inspired by an old rumor that Fox News sued the FCC in 2004 for the right to lie on the air. Both stories are completely false. So, Mike, 17 questions. You did 11 and 6. That's phenomenal.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I didn't think it was going to happen, nor did I want it to happen. But you.
I'm sorry. I could have sandbagged and got reversed the score.
Yeah.
Hey,
you did very well.
I put on my critical thinking cap and did rather well.
I think that yeah, absolutely, man. It was like I said, a lot of times we talk about news stories and we choose stories that seem like they're fake news just because they're so outlandish. However, so I wanted to do this today just to have a little fun
Yeah.
with that.
And
And Mike, go
I was
ahead.
going to say this also proves like you just can't just read a headline and scroll.
Right.
The headline's there to grab attention, and then you read the article, then you find out, oh shit, man, this is this is a
You see how many
satirization or
people,
this is made up, and yeah,
you see how many people take these things as facts and run with it in their
oh
everyday
yeah,
lives. And,
yeah,
you
you
know,
just yep,
absolutely right.
yeah, you can't read a headline. You have to read the body of the article.
One thing before we get ready to go, I do have one thing to say, Mike. The BP gas station at Leechburg and Wildlife Lodge Roads in Lower Burrell.
Yeah,
Here in Lower Burrell, they're lowering their gas prices today to $2.38. Is only between 11 to 1, so we missed an hour. But if you still have time, you want to get over to the BP in Lower Burrell. They lowered the prices today for 2 hours. It's going to be $2.38, which was the price mid-January, I believe the article said. And so if you want to get down there and get a good deal, get some gas, and I'm sure you're going to be competing with a million people. So
oh
you might
yeah,
be down there as soon as you can because you only have an hour left.
yeah, that's gonna be. I can't wait to see footage from that nonsense.
Oh, that's going to create
So many fights.
Yeah, that's going to create an episode worth of material.
Easily. Hopefully everyone will civil, but if not,
Yes.
it won't stop me from talking about it.
One more thing before I let you start the website. One story that I thought was really interesting, Mike. I don't know if you've seen this. A woman. Now she was being held at knife point. She was being raped. Excuse me, at knife point. So she asked the rapist if she could order some food because she was hungry. So through the Grubhub order, she ordered her food, and in the instructions, she says, "Please call the police." And she didn't put much more than that, in fear of being caught by the guy. And they did. They called the police. Someone knocked on the door. The rapist assumed that it was the food, and he opened the door to 3 police officers standing there.
That woman's badass.
Yes.
She's to keep your shit together. To keep your shit together while all that's going down.
Yeah, I love these food delivery situations, man. I told you, nothing but good is going to come from this.
Like she's a badass. Fucking Grubhub's a badass.
I wanted to.
It's great. I love it. All around. It's not an all around good story. It had a good. Yeah. That first bad.
Ending. Yeah, we're not big fans of her being raped and held at knife point.
No. I realized as soon as I'm saying that, it's all good all around.
All right, Mike, why don't you guys tell everybody about the website before we take off, bud?
On the website, oh my God, I'm all jacked up from that last story for me messing up. 2dumyinzers.com, 2dumyinzers.com. We have links to every episode over on Spotify, Stitch, Anchor, and we have YouTube. Catch every YouTube video we have as we finish up recording, it automatically uploads. So if you miss us live, you can go right to our website or right to YouTube, and boom, we're right there. And also, we have a merchandise store. It's linkable right in from the website. If you don't want to go through the website, it's 2-dum-yinzers.spreadshop.com.
All right, there you have it, everybody. Check it out. Check out our website. A lot of good stuff on there. Content, merchandise, everything like that Mike said. Go over, check that out. On top of, go check out all of our videos over on YouTube and all of the show's audio on Spotify. You can find it all there. Mm-hmm. Besides for that, guys, hey, it's going to be another hot one. It's going to be hot like yesterday. Be sure to keep cool, keep hydrated. Mike, anything before we take off, man?
No, just enjoy the day, everyone. Enjoy the day.
Yes, enjoy your day. Enjoy life. We ain't here forever. So he's Mike, I'm Ryan. And little guy, also Gaius in the corner. We'll talk to you tomorrow.